If you're thinking about buying a condo in Toronto right now, what I'm about to show you will either save you hundreds of thousands of dollars or make you incredibly wealthy. The data that just dropped is absolutely insane, and nobody's talking about the real opportunity hidden in these numbers. So let me break down what's really happening right now with actual numbers. New condo sales in the Greater Toronto Hamilton area just crashed to only 319 units in Q3 2025. That's down 54% from last year and 92% below the 10-year average. We haven't seen numbers this catastrophically low since 1990. Think about that, 35 years. But here's the thing most people are missing. Developers aren't just slowing down, they're completely abandoning ship. 10 projects with 2,499 units were canceled in just this quarter alone. Year to date, 18 projects totaling over 4,000 units canceled. That already shatters the previous record from 2018 when only 3,598 units were scrapped. Since the start of 2024, 32 projects representing nearly 7,000 units have been completely scrapped, and another 20 projects are now on hold or in receivership. That's entire buildings that were supposed to house thousands of people just vanishing from future supply. Now, here's where this gets really interesting for you. Construction starts have collapsed 77% year over year. Only two projects with 614 units broke ground this quarter. That's down 88% from the 10-year average. We're at a 28-year low for construction starts. Total units under construction dropped to 59,204, down 43% from the peak of 104,617 units just 3 years ago in 2022. This massive supply crunch happening today means a critical shortage in 2 to 3 years, and when supply disappears while Toronto's population keeps exploding, prices don't stay flat. They skyrocket. Sean Hildebrand from Urbanation said it perfectly. The lack of activity today will surely lead to a lack of supply in a couple years, helping to restart the engine for the market. Meanwhile, here's the opportunity everyone's sleeping on. Completed unsold units just surged 142% from a year ago to a record high of 2,944 units. Translation: desperate developers sitting on finished move-in ready condos they can't sell. That's negotiating leverage you haven't seen in over a decade. These aren't some future fantasy units. They're real apartments you can walk into tomorrow. Here's what this actually means for your wallet right now. Pre-construction units are averaging $1,315 per square foot, but newly completed resale units only $867 per square foot. That's a 34% discount for move-in ready versus waiting years for a pre-con that might get canceled anyway. Developer-owned unsold inventory is averaging $1,199 per square foot, and trust me, they're motivated to negotiate when they're carrying holding costs on completed buildings. The market correction everyone feared is creating opportunities we haven't seen since before COVID. But here's your window. Once this supply pipeline completely dries up in the next 24 to 36 months, and all those canceled projects create a housing shortage, these deals evaporate. The developers who survive will have all the power again. Ready to turn this historic market chaos into your competitive advantage? I'm offering free personalized market analyses and investment strategies to the next 15 people who message me the word opportunity. We'll look at your specific situation, your budget, and whether this is your moment to buy at a generational discount or position yourself for the rebound. With 35 years of data proving this is unprecedented, you can't afford to guess. Let's make your home ownership or investment dreams a reality before this window closes.